If Christmas isn't in the Bible, should we celebrate it? Welcome to the Fight for Truth. This is part of our Air Power series. I'm your host, IK. So today we're going to be dealing with the topic of should Christians celebrate Christmas? And if Christmas isn't in the Bible, should we celebrate it? So to answer this question, I wanted to make reference to one of my favorite historical figures, a man by the name of Oliver Cromwell, and this is in volume 2 of his memoirs. And Cromwell is a very interesting character, very controversial. When you read in a lot of the historical writings, you see that he's not got a lot of fans. But it's interesting because when you go to Westminster, when you go to the Parliament building, you see a massive statue, monument of Cromwell in front of Westminster. And so this puzzled me because I thought, well, if Cromwell is such a bad guy, because, you know, in the history, he gave the king an ultimatum when he was in charge of Parliament, and he said, you know, if you don't serve the people, you're going to be charged with treason, because the king tried to get other armies to march against his own people, and so he was charged with treason, and because he refused to recant, he was beheaded. And you know, you look at Cromwell, and when you study what he did, he actually saved this country. He's the reason why we have Parliament, you know, where we have a monarchy that is a constitutional monarchy, a monarchy that represents the people, and that saved England, because actually everywhere else they all had revolutions and they killed off their monarchies. But because of Cromwell re-establishing a real parliament that was respected by the people, you know, we have what we have today. That's why his statue is in front of Parliament. The point is that monuments are powerful because it doesn't matter how much people try to rewrite history. The monument is there to tell the true story. Why am I sharing this? Because today Christmas is a monument. It's a time monument. It's a monument that every year we celebrate this thing. It tells us that Jesus was real. Jesus existed. It causes people to wonder, who is this man? Why did he come as a baby in a manger? And so even though it's not the day that Jesus was born, but the reason we should celebrate it, and not celebrate it going wild, you know, doing foolishness, but we could celebrate it in terms of the good aspects of it, which is family time, being in the spirit of giving. And it's a powerful opportunity where people that are not normally open to hearing about God or hearing about Jesus are open. And so, hey, why not wrap a gift, something useful, something maybe informative, you can share with them, and they'll probably receive it where they will probably not receive it at any other time of the year. Also, there's a lot of people that are lonely and that are struggling during that time of the year. And for those of us that have abundance, that have family and have all that we need, it's a good thing if we could reach out to the widows and the elderly and the fatherless, people that have need, and use it as a time to reach out to them. And as always, keep fighting for the truth.